I have been a controller player since the very start of Fortnite, so in this video I'm going to be giving you 5 of the best fastest ways to improve on controller that has helped me over the years and has made me go from bad to insane. Make sure you watch until the end because these tips are very helpful. All I ask is that you like, comment and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. First tip is fighting better players than you. So you're probably thinking, what do you mean by this? Well, fighting against better players on controller will help you massively because better players will punish you for the mistakes you make during fighting. So this could be in 1v1s, realistics or even zone wars. Better players will have you thinking all the time whilst fighting, making you play smarter and make better decisions whilst fighting. But what it also does is it helps you find your weaknesses. So for example, you struggle with piece control whilst fighting, you can then go into a creative map and practice piece control until you've improved on it. Also, when fighting better players, it improves your game sense because you will notice patterns and be able to predict them the more you fight them, which will help you in real game. It builds confidence, making you less nervous in real game, and also you will learn new metas and techniques because most of the time better players have the best strategies for fighting. So stop fighting players you know you can 10 easier and start fighting players who are better than you so you can improve fast. In my opinion, to improving fast on controller, this tip is very crucial and you should start fighting better players than you. Now this brings me on to my second tip. Confidence. Confidence is important on controller because it directly affects how you play and how quickly you improve. When you're confident, you commit to plays instead of being scared and hesitant, leading to more smarter and decisive moves, which also means better mechanics and aim. When having confidence, it helps you better under pressure because you believe in yourself. If you believe you can win every fight you get into, you'll start to see insane improvements on controller. Because not only are you confident, but you're constantly fighting, improving everything, which will lead to fast improvements. Just learn from your mistakes and keep being confident. What people don't realise is Fortnite is a mental game as much as it is mechanical. If you constantly play with a losing mindset, you're likely to make loads of mistakes and see no improvements just because you're thinking that way. If you have full confidence, you'll see your best side. Even if you're not the best player, playing with confidence makes a massive difference on how fast you improve, so be confident. Now, moving on to my third tip, input delay. Now, as many of you controller players know, input delay is super annoying for controller, so I'm going to be giving you some settings to reduce that. So, you want to firstly be on performance mode for the least amount of input delay. If you're console, just make sure you're 120 FPS and don't have motion blur on. Also, turn VSync off, you don't need this. Turn NVIDIA Reflex low latency on. This helps reduce input delay by optimizing your GPU. This is for PC only. After this, you want to turn off all your replays, turn off all your energy saving settings, and lastly, turn off all your gyro settings, as these give you unnecessary input delay when on. Lastly, HUD scale, you want this to be lower than 80% as this adds slight delay if it's 100%. All these settings I showed you will improve your input delay and performance, which will help you improve that a little bit faster on controller. Tip 4. Switching to paddles or claw. Using paddles or claw grip on controller gives a major advantage over the non-claw grip because it allows you to keep your thumb on the sticks while pressing other buttons. So this means faster building and editing. Also, with non-claw, you have to take your thumbs off the stick to press jump and edit more. Claw and paddles let you press these without losing control, making you do things much quicker. With this, it means better movement and better crosshair placement. This will give you more consistency when building and aiming. One of the most obvious things about switching to claw or paddles is that you can be a much better player than you are on non-claw. On non-claw, especially for me, I reached a certain skill cap and I couldn't get better. But as soon as I switched to paddles, I became a much better player in every aspect. If you don't want to learn claw because it hurts your hands, you should definitely learn paddles. There's many good controllers with paddles out there. I personally use the DualSense Edge. I did recently drop a video reviewing it and showing you its best features, so be sure to check that out. And I also did drop the best perfect binds for non-claw, paddles and claw, which is very helpful, so also check that out. But remember, try to switch to paddles or claw and you will see a massive improvement in your game and it will definitely be worth the investment. Lastly, tip 5, the best optimized control settings. Now I'm going to be showing you the best control settings and that have helped me, so let's get straight into it. So I play on full screen native res, VSync off like I said. I play on 240 FPS as I have a 240Hz monitor. I play on performance mode, so for less input delay. My brightness 125. You can copy all these, just feel free to pause at any time. I have all my graphics on low except from view distance, so I have better FPS, more stable FPS. Audio don't really matter, communication don't matter. Now here's my movement. Remember, you can pause at any time. These are just my preference. Play with on. These two you definitely need on. Very important. Simple edit off. Disable pre-edit option. I like that off. I don't like pre-edits. Play with these. Do off, on, and this off. This is also really bad for like FPS and input delay. Like I said, replays off. I have it on just so I can review my games, but you should have it off if you don't do that. And the rest don't really need. Now moving on to game UI. So we'll go from the top. I play with these, are just preference again. You don't really need to copy these. HUD scale, remember, below 80%. The rest are default, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the rest are default. Gyros off, don't need more. So as you can see, I can play with controller all run on. Build immediately on, you want that on. Edit hold time, 0. Makes you edit way faster. Slide hold time, 90. Perfect, it's just me in general. But again, preference. Reset camera access on both. You want this on both in my opinion. Feel free to pause. These are just preference again. Bone group both. Now onto sensitivity. Now sensitivity is very important into improving on controller, because if you don't have a sense that you're comfortable with and you're not consistent with, then you're not going to improve. So once you find a sense, stick with it and do not switch, as it will make you inconsistent and will not help you out in the long run. So yeah, I play on 2.1, 2.1, 43, 43 for look, horizontal and vertical. I think it's perfect for my shotgun aim and stuff like that. It's really helpful. Instant boost when building, put this on, very important. Now for ADS, 6 and 7, I've stuck with this for ages now, and my aim of AR, they're insane, as you can see in some of my videos. The rest on 0. I play on linear, and now linear and exponential are always in question, which is better. In my opinion, linear is way better than exponential. Mechanics wise, I just feel like it just beats exponential in every aspect. And yeah, most of the best controller players play on linear. So yeah, I'd personally switch to linear if you're not already on linear, but it's up to you. But again, linear is better. Now dead zone, again, that's just preference. And yeah, I think that's it for controller settings. Now I'm going to show you my binds. Feel free to pause at any time, and yeah, I'll just go through my binds. So that is the end of the video. If this video did help, please be sure to again like and subscribe to see more videos like this. I am close to 4,000 subscribers, so it would help out a lot. But yeah, I hope this video helped you out. And if you do want to see more videos like this, drop it in the comments, drop what you want to see, and yeah, until next time, peace.